Hello and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. So I've discovered something about the orientation. Well, apparently when you load in, it will make it just be,
It is done.
you know, like a 90-degree angle. Just kind of weird, but, you know, I almost like it like this. But, yeah, obviously we can't get everything to look like that. Anyway, let's have a quick look at our quest. So we're done with this one. We've looked for Willis Gunderson. He is done with. Done Ripples of Water, we've done a beginning. I could turn off show completed quests, but you know, I'm okay with it for just now. So, talk to Cephal is the only errand that we've still got outstanding. I'm going to do that before I do the main quest, just in case it, you know, kicks something off. You know, just in case. Also, hey Shurdy, or Kiorudi, however we're going to say your name, I would like to sell you the dueling sword. Yeah, there we go. Because we got a +1 upgrade. It's very nice. I'm also going to turn that off, as we don't need defensive fighting on right now. We barely need it on most of the time, but, you know, we definitely don't need it on right now, because we're just walking around. Okay. Yeah, anything else that we need to worry about? Not really. So, Cephal is probably going to ask us to do something that Maegar may disapprove of.
No stopping now.
But, you know, we'll see. I'm suspecting that Cephal is definitely going to... Yeah, he's definitely going to ask us to do something potentially evil. Not that we're against it. Just thought I'd mention it. See, this room's back to normal now. Anyway, hey, Cephal. Oh, that Maegar. I am so angry with him. Why do I bother? I should have left the party after the idiocy at Ustalav. Or at least after the debacle of Miven. If I had any sense, I would never have gotten involved at all. What do you think about this Gunderson, by the way? I cannot see any point in keeping that loafer around the city. To hear him sing about his questionable feats at the tavern and flirting with anything that moves. Oh, people like him can be helpful out there in the ruins where they crawl around discovering interesting facts and useful items. I would give him a half-empty purse, perhaps even a bit of magical gear, and send him back out on the road. If fortune favoured him, he might return with something interesting. If not, then good riddance. And that bracelet he scrounged up is in fact quite interesting itself. It is not magical, no, but it may point to an ancient Cyclops treasure and riches worth far more than gold. I would like to show this artifact to a knowledgeable historian, but where do you find one in this backwater? Interesting. You wanted to know something? Yes. Wait, is that what I said? You wanted to talk about something. Anyway. Yes, that puffed up fool Varn is destroying this barony faster than we can build it. An alliance with our western neighbour is madness. Now we are sending them gifts? He takes resources we work so hard to obtain, and which is so scarce around here, and gives them away freely to our principal adversary. True, you usually support Maegar, but neither of us are his enemies. You can see that his behaviour might cost us his throne. Ah, maybe it is really better I retire. Why should I stand watch, as everything I have built these many years crumbles to ruin? I know not what to do with him, or even how to talk to him. Tell me, what do you think of all this madness? Okay, so how are we going to go with this? 4 is definitely a no. Lady Jamandi wants to use us. She makes no secret of her intention. She's a good ally, but having a free Rosalind as a neighbour is in our... And having a free Rosalind as our neighbour is in our interest. Okay. Maegar's diplomacy may yet play into your plans. If he convinces our neighbour that we're friends, drops the guard, we can attack by surprise. Or we could even unite and attack Rosalind together. Yeah. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll say that Maegar's got a larger plan. Yeah. Let's go for that one. Yes, this is true. But if we do enter an alliance with them against the Aldori, then we will never take Silverstep. I do wish to have a mansion on its shores. And you know Varn, he is not the kind to make alliances only to backstab later. Perhaps we should send an instigator to our neighbours to persuade them to attack us first. To give us cause for annexation. I need to think. Yes, you and I are both busy people now. What a joke. To be advisors to a baron who is doing everything in his power to destroy his own state. Okay, interesting. So we can leave that be, but it is interesting what's going on there. Right, so let's see what we got. That was the wrong button. Okay, so we've got of cows and other important political matters. We got to talk to the tavern keeper for that one, or a special dish. The Baron must decide whether such tall tales are to be paid any... Oh, we've got to report to the Baron what the bard said. And that's about... The owners have stood in Blackstone's Ford are killing their guests and feeding their remains to other guests. Yes, we should have told the Baron about that. That seems like something that actually is quite definitely something we should tell him about. Hey, what's up, Baron? So, did you handle those troublemakers? On top of everything else, an uprising is just what we need. After the quarrel with Cepho, you mentioned some letters that gave you a headache. You mind if I ask what that's about? I received a letter with some threats. You do not know how letters with threats makes me laugh. Ha ha ha. Maegar doesn't laugh, but suddenly articulates each ha, emphasizing his dark mood. As if this whole government headache wasn't enough, there's another contender from Brevoy scheme for their own piece of pie. I wonder why he dislikes the alliance between Varnhold and the barony of Shrike Hills. Here, read it if you like. Okay. Baron Maegar Varn, I'm writing to you as your ally and well-wisher. The reason for my letter is the lack of foresight in your actions. You're trying so hard to become friends of the ruler of Shrike Hills, of the Shrike Hills barony. You invite your neighbor to pay you a visit. You even send rich gifts. Have you nothing more to do in your lands? I strongly recommend you to stop flirting with this upstart person and turn your gaze to the affairs of the day. You are trying to cross the path with powerful foes that can reach you even in your own castle. You should know your place. With wishes of good health and calm sleep, your friend. I wonder who sent that. My only guess is potentially Lander, Lebeda, who we met in the DLC. We met him at the party at the start, but he was also our advisor in the main game, which is why I'm suggesting that he might be involved. I don't know, though. Right. I'm not certain of the author, but I can make a guess. A few years ago... Oh, never mind. There's a little bit more to it. A few years ago, this mother of this little rat hired us to find him, remember? From the moment we met him, I wanted to tie him to a tree in the forest and leave overnight, just to teach him a lesson. If we weren't heir to one of the great houses of Brevoy, I would have done that. Maybe something good would have come of the little rat. Oh, no, that is talking about Lander. Never mind. I think that's I think it's hinting at Lander. Anyway. Alright. Other stuff. What do you think? What can you say of Willis Gunderson? What does your mercenary gut tell you? Gunderson himself doesn't bother me. It can't hurt to have him in the barony. We still don't have much entertainment here, and that lad is a free circus show for anyone who cares to watch. But that bracelet, you know I sent scouts to retrace Gunderson's steps, and they couldn't find any trace of him. That's one hell of a location. Hills, mountains, gorges, and 1,000 caves. If he lied about where he found it, we'll be looking for its true origin for years, and I don't like it. And I know about a dozen unhappy stories that begin with an unknown ancient relic suddenly appeared. That's why I'm writing to our western neighbor in the Shrike Hills. Maybe they have a good sorcerer, or a historian who can help us puzzle out what this bracelet is. The only reason I laughed at sorcerers, because obviously our main character was a sorcerer. That's a nice little twist of fate. And they do have a historian, so maybe that's where we're going to get something. Anyway. I heard that the owners of the tavern at Blackstone's Ford are murdering their guests, though the source of information was highly unreliable, a passing bard who reeked of alcohol. We didn't clear the monsters out of these lands just so scoundrels could settle here. Let's check this bard's story next time we pass this place. Alright, I have to go. Things to do. So long, my friend. Come back soon, either on business or just to chat over a cup of wine. Okay. Cool. I wonder if we're still never actually going to have control over moving around. Like, if the Baron's coming with us for everything, I wonder whether he's going to decide, like, well, we're going to go and check out this inn or things like that. Kind of interesting. That's what I want to check. Our level. Okay, so we're probably going to level up soonish, I would imagine. That's okay. Right. Where are we going? I want to actually head down here. I don't think there's anything else in the barony for us. There's just speaking to the tavern keeper to find out more about the instigators of... just troublemakers from Galt. Yes, that's it. Right. Checking there's nobody else I need to speak to. Well, not directly on the route, so that's fine. Right. Let's head in here. Hello. General, welcome. What we have? I've had a report that a troublemaker from Galt was seen here. Ah, yes, that scumbag. We've seen a lot like her. She wandered in here talking about tyranny and justice, when, really, she was just looking for something to steal. She came in with a small group. I think they were from a farm that's near the town. They sat here for a long time saying things that made me sick to hear. First, they were talking about Ignash the sorcerer, saying he was a bloodsucker, tricking the simple people. Then he talked about how to get into the armory to get some weapons. They decided they couldn't manage it, too many guards. And then they remembered that there would be pitchforks and scythes in the barn. In the end, they started talking to people, trying to stir them up for a riot, but nobody would listen. I showed them the door and sent word to the treasurer right away. I don't know where they went. I think they said something about fishermen on the river. Do something with her for Desna's sake. Kick her so hard that she rolls back to Galt. Otherwise, she'll wind up some fools and they'll burn down the whole town. We'll talk to the people, but you'd best go find out where she is and what she's doing. Come back anytime. We'll save your bottle something worthy of a general. Right. Oh, we can do that. Yeah, that's fine. Do I need to go tell the Baron about this? Okay, I have to check the granary. I have to speak to Ignash, and I need to talk, and I need to then go and look at the fishermen by. Oh, just by the river. So then maybe this is the river I need to speak to. Okay, anyway, Ignash, hello. What does your spirit want? Potions, wands, perhaps a reading? I'm looking for a troublemaker who's been stirring the people to riot. Have you seen her? I saw her. Yes, I did. She picked my pockets clean, but that's all right. A pocket is not a belly. They cut it, you stitch it up, and fill it again. But the things she stole won't be good for her. No, they won't. She's invited trouble on herself, silly girl. I have to go. Go, wherever you want, but you can't get away from your fate. No. Alright, that's a worrying thing to say. Fishermen by the river, I'm assuming they're like near the fishing boats. That's my brilliant detective work at work. Ooh, what's up? What's over here? Pox down with Tyran. Doon with Tyran. Okay, interesting. So that's what that's the fisherman one. What have we got on this side?
It is done.
We will win. That's spelled incorrectly. Goblins? That's my first thought. Up the revolution. Yeah, it sounds like goblins. I'm fairly certain that's goblins. The granary's down here, I think. Yeah. Somewhere down here. Oh, it's right over there. Yes. Perfect. Let's head right across. This is just to get you orientated with, with Varnhold a little bit. Cool. Right. Down here, we should be seeing, well, somebody, hopefully. I don't know why there'd be a person working with the goblins. Maybe this is a priest or something that we met of Lamashtu. I don't know. I'm trying to guess who it might be. Assuming it's a character we've already met at some point. Ooh, that's a dead guard. Also, they took the pitchfork scythes and flails from the barn. Anything that could be used as a weapon. Hey, guard. Guard's been knocked senseless, but she's all right. Oh, well, that's nice. Okay. Maybe the tavern owners were able to discover something. Okay. Interesting. Let's just have another look around as well. See if there's anything else going on. Nah, doesn't look like it. I think we're good to just head into the tavern. I thought I'd just have a look further down towards the graveyard. Okay. Right. In we go. Hello. General, welcome. What you have? I looked around. Haven't found any troublemakers yet. Do you have any news? She never appeared in the tavern again, but people are saying. You hear the voices and clanking of iron from outside. It looks like a mob has gathered near the tavern. You hear familiar voices of your guards, another voice ringing out, yelling sharp slogans about tyranny. Cephalid turns pale and reaches for the crossbow she keeps hidden under the counter. It looks like we won't have to go looking for her after all. Come on, General, let's give it to these scoundrels. Alright.
No stopping now.
Well, that's worrying. Hello? Ooh, we have not met this person before. That is, I think, an orc, looking at it. Anyway, half-orc, I'd assume. The situation is growing heated. Varn's guards, their weapons drawn, stand opposite a group of settlers who are yelling revolutionary slogans. You see some of the local fishermen among them. There's a half-orc woman at the front row wearing a bright cape and shaking her weapon. She's obviously not from around here. Down with tyranny! We will not be treated like cattle. You can't enslave us. Calm down. Now, noticing you, the guard sighs with relief. Here's Aldefon, the general of His Grace Varn. I'm sure he will deal with your problems, and we can all go home peacefully. What's going on here? I am Leonta Misho of the revolutionary Crimson Swans of Galt. We have freed our own home from tyranny, and I will not stand by as your new feudal lord tramples the freedoms of these people under his boots. Kings, barons, earls, ordinary people are like cattle to the nobility. We will not allow this new state to become yet another prison for the people who groan under the yoke of tyranny. We demand that Maegar Varn relinquish his power, proclaim these lands a people's republic, and gather a constituent assembly. Alright. Oh, we got a lot of stuff. So we have a knowledge of that she has a cloak of invisibility. We have world, so there's been constant carnage ever since the revolution in Galt. And I see you wearing many of Abadar's keys. Does the god of civilization approve of its uncivilized methods for solving problems? Interesting. Which one are we going to go for? So that was a perception and a knowledge arcana check, which is interesting. I think maybe we'll go for the second one. We'll just try and take the righteous path. Well, you know, the path that we are right is what I'm meaning here. There's been constant carnage ever since the revolution in Galt. Every day, someone else gets sent to the chopping block. Do you really want the same fate for Varnhold? It's also got a little bit of a threat in there. Oh, we failed a world knowledge check. Wait a second, what? Oh, wow, okay. Anyway. No. Leotona told us all about Galt. The people rose to power there, but they couldn't save the country from traitors and saboteurs. That's not going to happen here. We've never had any traitors or saboteurs here. Citizens, don't listen to the tyrant's henchmen. Don't give up. Fight for your rights. Don't you see? So long as a sovereign rules over you, no one will care about your suffering. Your cows, your fields, your homes, all of this is at risk until you become your own masters. Down with the Baron. The time of the people has come. Oh, well, this is intimidation. If this comes to blows, you won't stand a chance against Varn's guards. Now give us the instigator and go home. We failed our intimidation check. I went with it without even checking our skill value, but we failed by 1 again. Do you hear that? Violence is the argument of dictators. They think they can keep us forever enslaved under a threat of their swords, but they are wrong. We are invincible, but the truth is with us. Inspired by the revolutionary speech, the settlers draw their weapons and move towards the guards. The latter raise their weapons and grit their teeth. A bloodbath seems inevitable. Failed another perception check. It's giving us as many chances as we can, and that one was with a 0. Wait. No, it's our skill is 0. Never mind, we couldn't have passed. Revolutionary grabs a magic wand from her belt. Before you have a chance to react, she casts an invisibility spell and disappears. See ya. The guards loose a battle cry and attack the crowd. The first blood drops falls to the ground. Carnage is inevitable. Well, hopefully we live through this.
We can do it.
I'm kind of okay with how that turned out, actually. We don't really have a lot that we can do here, so we just gotta basically hope that we're fine. Oh yeah, we're fine. Never mind. This is going to be a bloodbath. Yep. We are pretty much just destroying them all.
Strike with all your might.
You want to get him, please? Okay. Maegar is probably not going to be happy with that. I am going to grab all that stuff, though. And, hey, what's up? Oh, Surety's not there. Oh, okay. I wanted to sell her all the stuff that we just picked up, but I guess we can't do that. Yeah, so, you know, I think we took the path that made sense for us. We're a little bit threatening. We were trying to be intimidating. We failed on both counts, and, well, there you go. They all had to die. So not really the best path we could have taken there, in terms of survival, for as many people as possible, but, you know, that's not really an issue for me. Right. Let's head out here. Hello, Maegar. So, did you handle those troublemakers? On top of everything else, an uprising is just what we need. I have handled the troublemakers. So our people died at the hands of our soldiers, and the troublemaker who led them to their deaths walks free. What's to stop her from leading another lot of gullible settlers to the slaughter? I never expected such a failure from you. Well, we all make mistakes. The next time she shows up, try not to let her escape. Something else has come up. We need to discuss the new trainees. Recruitment needs to be... What's that noise? Who's making trouble? Your Grace, the hour has come. That didn't sound quite right. I mean, it's your time to shine, to show off a bit. Your subjects require your protection. You refuse the pitiable creatures a heroic feat. Slava. You're the pitiful creature. Now stop fussing and be quiet. I'll explain everything myself. A woman wearing simple peasant's clothes steps forward, pushing Gunderson aside. Your Grace, my name is Setislava. I'm from the village of Old Stump. We've lived here a long time, and always minded our own business, but since you started to rule here, we became, as it turns out, your subjects. Well, we paid our taxes on time and brought you grain and meat, but now woe has come upon us. So it's your turn to prove that you're good for more than just collecting taxes. I honor my duties to my subjects. What has happened? Do you remember, Your Grace, that unfortunate day of our first acquaintance when we met those terrible, but in a way quite amazing creatures? Well, why do you keep butting in, you rattlebox? You keep quiet. I'm not dumb. I can talk. So, Your Grace, woe has come upon us. Dead Cyclops have risen from their graves, moving slowly towards our village. If you don't help us, they'll gobble all of us up in no time. Okay. Willis, you seem nervous. What is it? Gunderson smiles at you gratefully, but looks a little pathetic. Thanks, sweetie. I'm just, you know. Sweetie? Cephal raises an eyebrow. I think, to a certain extent, I may be partially, responsible for what's going on. Metaphorically speaking, because I was the first to be attacked by the Cyclops, you know. What if I'm the one who brought them here? It's unlikely, I know. Unless they're here to reclaim that bracelet, haha, but calm down, the Cyclops are our problem, and we're going to solve it. I'll lead a party personally. Aldefon, choose from the best of the Varnling Host. We march at once. The others will remain here, ready for battle, in case these Cyclops come here, too. Zombie Cyclops? I'd say it's unheard of, but as this young man pointed out, we've already met them once. That means we might meet them again. If we're to protect the barony, we need to find out more about them. I will go with you. We must try to discover where they came from, and what we can do to stop them. Thank you, Your Grace. There is another problem, though. The village woman lowers her voice. These zombie clopses, they have the power to control a person's mind. When the monsters came, some of our people became insane. They began to worship them. We must do something about these lunatics, or they'll kill us all themselves. Thank you for the warning. We'll do whatever it takes to help your village. Aldefon, Cephal, are you ready? What about me? You sit here. If you wish to be helpful, keep watch, or go to Kierde. Maybe she needs help moving some bags. We don't need you fighting Cyclopses. Fine, if you say so. Gunderson looks at you sadly. Take care. Sweetie. Okay, we march at once. We're off. Okay, so, we leveled up. Goodbye, hello. That's our new party. So we took out our melee, which should mean that our melee is a little bit less crowded, except for the fact that we have another animal companion. So it should be good. We also got some level ups to do once we arrive. Yeah, I think Bruiser is probably going to permanently stay back there. That just seems like the most sensible option overall, but we'll see.
Cannibals? In my lands? I can't believe it. Just let me get my hands on the scum, I'll have their heads.
You're right to withhold judgment on unproven accusations. Your job is to find out the truth and conduct a fair trial. You cannot pronounce a sentence unless you ascertain there was a crime.
Oh. I didn't think that was how he was going to go, but I guess we're dealing with the cannibals first. And I guess it does mean that Maegar is going to take control of where we go. Which is still it's an interesting decision. I like it, but it's interesting. So. let's reorganize this slightly because it's got a little bit messed up. So actually, let's put him in the center just because of how we've got things. Actually, he should be in the center because he's got channel energy and we need him to be able to hit everyone. So something like that. Except I'm going to move us over slightly. Right? Something like that, I think. Yeah. We're going to be leading the center. Probably with Tahara at the other side. Yep. We want Maegar. We almost want him, like, all the way off to the side. Right? I guess maybe... it's because we got a lot of melee that we need. Maybe I'll send the animals out like that, and I'll have Maegar kind of lead that side. Let's try this, maybe? Or maybe, actually, what I want is the elk on that side, and then Maegar on the other side. Because that means the Sabertooth will take the main brunt. Then I want this priest in a little bit more, because he needs to buff. The druid can be off to the side. I say it just for make things more interesting. I'm going to have the animal companion of the druid near the druid. And he needs to be in a little bit closer. So it's not symmetrical, but we'll see what this looks like. So it's quite large. Let's have a look at that. That's reasonable, yeah. And everyone needs to level up. And he still has a negative level. Interesting. Now,
Yes,
I can remove that, because I do have a scroll of restoration. So let's use. Nice. So now his negative level's gone. So he's feeling a lot happier now. Good. Hey.
We should move.
It's level up time. Actually, you know who we should level up first? We should level up the druid, because the druid's our newest party member. And we just went through all the druid stuff last episode. So actually, that's fairly good. Oh, wait, I don't know what equipment they have yet. So she starts with a scimitar, the traditional druid weapon. Yeah, okay, that seems fine. We don't have any weapons for her, apart from the clubs that I never sold, but they're not any better than the scimitar, so why would I switch it? She does have a couple of these, which are pure light wound spells. I'll keep them on her for just now, but yeah, we may get rid of those later. Right, level her up. Druid. That's fine. Here, just put our points into the same ones as always. That seems good. We could give her a weapon focus for that, but I'm going to probably shapeshift if she goes into melee range. Could change our school of magic that we're heavily into. In fact, actually, just have a look at her as well. Are those all of her spells, or we have more spells? We have more spells. Oh no, that is all of her spells. Wow. I thought she had more. Maybe we need to do a rest? Probably need to do a rest, right? Yeah. Or I needed to set these in town. Okay, that's my mistake. We'll do a rest right here as well. Feather Step probably isn't needed. Stone Fist, it's 1d6 bludgeoning. Snowball is 1d6 per caster level up to 5d6, so that's maxed out, but is better than Stone Fist in pretty much every circumstance, I think. Oh wait, no. Oh, this transforms your hands into living stone. Oh, and your unarmed attacks do more damage. I see. Oh, that's fine. We don't need to worry about that. Flare Burst, Fairy Fire. Fairy Fire seems alright. They do not benefit from concealment normally provided by darkness. Blur Displacement. Yeah, that seems like it could be useful. An Acid Maw to get our animal companion to be better. And actually Long Strider. Yeah, that seems good. Yeah, because it's an hour-long one. We'll take it. That could be quite useful just for moving around, which is why I'm thinking that we'll go for that one. Here, we can choose Aspects, potentially, as a way to go. What's natural rhythm? Each time a creature successfully strikes an opponent with a natural attack, each consecutive hit against the opponent deals extra damage equal to the number of previous hits. It's not that good. Right. Bark Skin could be quite useful. Let's take Bark Skin. Sickening Entanglement. Yeah. Because same as Entangle, except it's second Stone Call. 2d6 bludgeoning damage to everyone in the area. That could potentially be good if we combine that with like a Feather Step, but I don't think that's what we want to do right now. Maybe I'll take Bear's Endurance, try and boost up our con a little bit. If we want, well, actually that's probably not worth doing because if we switch into if we transform, we get different stats anyway. So I see the stat buffs probably aren't that useful. We can weaken someone's saves against poison. That's not really going to work. Target is sickened and takes -4 penalties to dexterity. Seems useful. Delay poison is also quite useful. Just for stopping us from dying. Now, Call Lightning is interesting. So we can call down 3d6 lightning bolts, and that would hit creatures near us. Okay, what's Magic Fang Greater? +1 enhancement bonus on all attack rolls per 4 caster levels. Okay. It's okay. It's definitely fine. Longstrider Greater. Actually, I think if we're taking Longstrider Greater, I'm getting rid of Longstrider here, and we'll place it with like another snowball. Cool. Burst of Nettles. 3d6 points plus 1d6 acid damage next round. Yeah, okay. That seems good. And maybe Spike Growth. Any creature moving on foot through the area takes 1d4 piercing damage for each 5 feet of movement through the spiked area. Maybe. Delay Poison Communal is also interesting if we hit something that needs us to have that. Contagion. We can make them get a plague of some kind. I think Call Lightning is interesting. It's 1 minute per level, so it's going to last a long time if we do it. Or Spit Venom. That puts on a poison. I might just take 2 bursts of Nettle, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. I kind of want her to do damage more than anything else. Cool. Now when we level her up, we have a better context for what we're doing as well. She gets level 4 spells, which is lovely. Right. We are going to want to do a rest, because we're going to want our priest to get extra spells as well. Okay, here... Oh no. Spell specialization, maybe? You can become better at 1 spell. What's this do for the spell specialization? Out of curiosity. Just to work out what it is. Create your caster level as being 2 levels higher. Now that's quite interesting because we're not going to reach max level at any point here, so doing this doesn't necessarily weaken us. So something like if I was to choose Magic Fang Greater, that could potentially be useful. Sickling Entanglement. See, quite a lot of these don't go off level, do they? Interesting. Anyway, in which case I'll ditch that. Lightning Reflexes, probably not. Elemental Focus. 1-2, is that 1 to damage? Difficulty class for spells. I mean, we have a lot of acid spells, I guess. Well, let's take acid, Elemental Focus. Sure. Might not be useful, but we'll take it. I'm not sure whether it's useful or not, but, you know, go with it, see what we get. Level 1, we have another spell. I'm going to take another Snowball. Just for just now, until we work out what kind of enemies we're facing. Here, Obsidian Flow is nice. Freedom of movement can be useful. Cape of Wasps. Some wasp swarm that does not attack you. Dense Cloud of Vermin give you potential concealment against partial concealment against range attacks. Any creature that makes a successful melee attack takes 2d6 swarm damage and poison from the swarm. Interesting. That could be useful. It's 1 round per level. Okay. Slowing Mud. Makes them dazed for 1 round as they clean their eyes. The haste effect must be cast on a creature slowed by the mud allowed to act normally for the duration of the haste. Slow does not stack with the effects of Slowing Mud. Okay. This all enemies would be affected by that. Yeah, but let's take one of those. What's Life Blast? 1d6 points of positive energy per caster level to any undead creatures. Yeah, let's take that. That could be really useful. I don't know. Maybe we're going to face zombies. Right. Cephal. Wizard. He gets next level, so he gets level 1, level 4 spells. That's fine. We'll just put some points in here. That seems reasonable. Right. Here, what are we thinking for him? He does have some fire. I could move him into being a fire wizard, but I don't really want to like limit him that much straight away. I could take something like toughness just to give him a little bit more potential, but I don't know if that's necessarily something we need either. Elemental focus again, don't know if we need it. Combat casting, concentration checks are better, potentially. Allied spellcaster, +2 concentration checks and level checks. Not that useful right now. I think spell focus. Choose a spell. Not sure either of those are what I'm after. Die Hard's not what I'm after. Combat training. No, improved initiative I think actually could be quite useful. Okay, level 4. My temptation not to immediately click on Dimension Door is there. Like, Dimension Door is amazing, but I don't think we need to take it necessarily. What's his main spell? Conjuration. Interesting. Okay. Increase the number of durations. Dimensional steps. You can use your ability to teleport 30 feet as move action. Oh, right. Cool. So he kind of gets a Dimension Door anyway, so it's a bit of a waste. Summon monster would last longer. Level 4. I guess, yeah, we'll take that one. Does that last longer? What's Touch of Slime? Slime on your hand when you make a successful melee touch attack. No. I guess we'll take these 2 summons. That's kind of the way he's going, so that's the way it suggests you build him. Let's build him like that, you know? He also needs to have spells set for him, based upon his spell book. Now we can also teach him spells as well. That's the thing I need to remember. That if I head in here, we could go like, hey, this spell right here, this Scroll of Scorching Ray, copy it. So we can potentially get some useful spells that way. Like Scroll of Reduce Person, copy it. Scroll of Summon Nature's Ally, we can, but there you go. So now we have some extra spells some places. Snowball's Conjuration, huh? Maybe I should take a couple of snowballs actually instead of our magic missiles, because those do a lot more damage. They don't always hit, but they do a lot more damage. Scorching Ray could be useful to take as like a point one there, because it does more against a single enemy. Here we'll take. That doesn't really matter. We'll take summon monster, summon elemental. Sure, something like that, right? Ooh. What is meta magic? What's this? This is a new bit I've never touched before. Wait, can I say like fireball? I can make it like purple and give it decor. I've never seen this menu, which is why I'm a little bit confused. Resulting level of the spell of meta magic perform, right? Then you can write the new spell into your spell book. Huh? What is this? Oh, like if you have meta magic thing. Oh, I understand it, I think. Yeah. Okay, I get it now. I get it now. So what you can do is, because we have the meta magic extend spells, we can say, hey, I'm going to use this meta magic somehow. I don't know how you do it. Okay. But, like, we can move this into one of these slots, maybe? And then we're saying we're going to use that meta magic. We then write the spell to our spell book. And that then means that we can... we don't have to go and look for the meta magic, say we're applying that meta magic, we just write the new spell in. Oh. Okay, no, but interesting. I just hadn't ever seen that option before. Oh, it's there for everyone. Huh. Okay, well, you know, live and learn. Right, priest. Priest's really easy. Or cleric. You click that, you're done. Right, I mean, apart from having to choose spells. That's the bit we are missing for here. Selective channel, 100%. Boon companion is interesting as well. Your abilities of your animal companion as if you're 4 levels higher. That is really nice, but selective channel is insane. Basically, it means that you can just sit anywhere you like and heal. That makes you the perfect healer. That's just absolutely insane. Yeah. So I can't see a reason not to take that right now. Yeah. I just can't. It's just so good. Here, we don't need that many blesses, probably. In fact, we probably don't need 2 blesses. We can probably ditch that one. The bless, maybe we'll take Unbreakable Heart. Morale save against, well, we don't really run into too much of that right now. Divine Favor could be useful. That's only a buff for him, though. Shouldn't really be using him like that. Haze of Dreams. While target moves at half its normal speed. Okay. That's not really that useful. Stunning Barrier could be useful, I suppose, potentially. And Remove Fear, I guess. Does this not do the same thing? Yeah, so this is better. This is just straight up better than Remove Fear. I don't understand why you would ever use Remove Fear over Unbreakable Heart if you had the option of both. Especially as this one... Oh, this one's 10 minutes and this one's only per round. So maybe that's the reason you would use it. Yeah, I guess you'd use it because it lasts longer. That's the bit I was missing. Make a target shaken? Yeah, sure, why not? I never used those, but let's make sure that we try something new. In here, I only have one spell that fits the main slot, so we might as well take it. Summon Nature's Ally 4. Other stuff, Restoration is something we could use. Dismissal is quite useful occasionally if we run into something that has that. Death Ward as well, quite useful if we run into something that has that, but it's definitely an if for both of those. Crusader's Edge. We don't use melee weapons, so that's not going to work. Spit Venom is one that we can potentially make a target blind. Maybe? Sure, I'll take Spit Venom. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll take Restoration, just because we might need it. Sure. Right, Tahara. Oh, she has spells that I never gave her. Oh, because she's a ranger, she gets spells. Oh, I completely forgot. Lead Blades. All melee weapons you're carrying, when a spell is cast, deal damage as if one size category larger. Ooh, I like that. Yeah. That seems good. Next one. Acid Moth. Well, she doesn't have an animal companion, unfortunately, so that's not going to work. Unbreakable Heart is interesting. Yeah, let's take Unbreakable Heart on her. Right. And now we level her up. So do we get any new spells for this level? We get level 2 spell. Nice. Okay. And because our wisdom is very high, we actually get that spell. Hammer the Gap. Probably not necessary. Yeah, not necessary. Point blank shot, also not necessary. I think I'm just going to take dodge. 1 AC seems pretty good. Right. We'll complete that. Now we have to choose her spell. Right. I think she's the last person with spells, so, you know, we should be at the spell menu very soon. Here, again, she has the same kind of spells that the other two have. We have a lot of the same spells. We have a lot of crossover here. Chameleon Stride. You gain +4 stealth checks and have concealment from creatures more than 5 feet away. That's not really what I'm looking for. What does she use for her stuff? She used dexterity. She uses strength. Does she really? These are finesse wielding. Oh, is that because we have strength belt +2? I think she uses dex for those. Or she should use dex for those. In which case we probably want to give her... Or we could just give her like aspect to the bear or bear's endurance. That's +4 con. That's 2 natural armor and 2 bonus to CMB. Oh no, take aspect of the bear. Yeah, that seems good. Right. Next one, Maegar. He is very easy to do. Rogue. Nice. He gets extra sneak attack damage. He gets a feat. That seems good to me. Wait, we have an extra point? Oh, never mind, we don't. It's fine. Next. Here, Piranha Strike. When wielding a light weapon, we can take -1 on melee attack rolls and combat maneuver checks to gain +2 on all melee damage rolls. That's pretty good. We got anything better? Not really. Let's start flank. We need 2 allies to be flanking with that thing. Okay, so that's not going to work right now. Blind Fight's probably not that useful. Let's just take Piranha Strike. That's fine, that's what it suggests. We'll take it. Right. And for him...
the bold.
Yeah, it's on. Good. That's what I wanted to check, was that was actually on.
I'll
and
make
now
my own legend.
we need to choose Fighter. We are really easy. Wait, Steel Net? Level 7th level? Oh, we are 7th level. Aren't we? Apparently we don't get steel net to the next level. Anyway, we can throw blazing wall of steel to defend himself. When fighting defensively with a dueling sword, Sword Lord's penalties on attack rolls in a round are reduced by 2, and the dodge bonus to AC is increased by 2 for the same. Oh, interesting. But we don't have that this level, even though it says we get it at level 7, which is weird. Anyway. Weapon focus? Yeah. Dueling sword. I would like a +1 on all attack rolls with my dueling sword, given it's our only weapon that we use. So I actually mean, since last time we were in combat, our dueling sword's gone up by +2 in terms of its attack rolls, which is very nice. We don't have steel net. I would see it on our abilities if we had it, right? Yeah, we don't have it yet, even though it said we were getting it. I think that's just a typo. Either that or they nerfed it for the game and didn't nerf it for, like, the tabletop version, which is sometimes what I think some of these have been done. Anyway. Let's rest. Is this the right people to be resting in the right places? So she's okay at cooking. We're also okay at cooking. She's much better at watching, though. What about you? You're not good at cooking. Okay. We can cook. That's fine. Let's go with that. We could cook food if we had any, but we don't. So, yeah. That's fine. Rest. Perfect. We're not being attacked by the looks of it. Nice. People got healed as well, which is very useful. Good. Set ourselves facing the right direction. That is a massive animal now, given that we hit that level. The elk hasn't really got that much bigger, but the saber-tooth is definitely got very large. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.